Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to Dread Jive Tarot. This will be your 9-card spread for the week, in the beginning of June. I want to dig deep for your overall energies. Those of you new to the channel, you're in for a treat. We're going to start with the most recent past, current energies, most possible future outcomes, person that you're dealing with, conscious, subconscious. I'm also taking a look at how you might have handled the situation in the past and how you're being guided to handle this time around. Also, it's the King of Swords. But the bottom of the deck is the Strength in reverse. So overall energy seems to have this idea that we're supposed to be able to unbiasedly look at the truth without ego involved at all. God, that is a very hefty, that's a very hefty weight for anyone to carry now, isn't it, Capricorn? I don't envy you at all this week. All right, and like I was saying, we're going to take a look into the person that you're dealing with. You know, their subconscious, what drives them, how they perceive it on their conscious level, and how they're showing face to you. Sometimes it's things that they just don't even know about themselves. That's it. All right. Let's look at the most recent past for my Capricorn. It's the Chariot. It's the card of Cancer. We're going to get all these cards pulled for you. And then we're going to start talking about them because I will just blab and run us all around in circles. Lord have mercy. Current energies for my Capricorn. Strength. This is conquering. This is creating a balance, so to say. Dark and light sides. Kind of not eradicating either side for the other, but creating that atmosphere where we both equally need the other part. Most possible future outcome is the Eight of Cups. This is walking away. This is gaining ground on something more realistic. I see the person that you're dealing with is, I don't know. Okay, so this is the most possible thing that you have to walk away from, just from where the cards fell. We might be walking away from a person, not necessarily a situation. This person is all about action. They are confident, in control, passionate. They have an idea and they are seizing the opportunity. Queen of Pentacles is the card of Capricorn, more than likely. It's also about stability, responsibility, taking accountability. Probably about 5 more abilities sitting right there. Consciously, you seem to need to not work with this person because they kind of overwhelming you. They're kind of attacking you. Maybe the things that they're saying or doing you cannot deny. At the core, your subconscious, you don't really seem to have a care in the world about it, though, one way or the other. And maybe that's why it's so easy to just kind of walk away. How would you have handled it in the past? Page of Pentacles in reverse. I get a clarifier on that in just a little minute. Advice. It's the Three of Cups and the Hierophant. Seeking elsewhere. This spread kind of calls to me about third-party relationships. So either y'all have been separated for a minute or y'all had an unconventional relationship. Stay committed to that unconventional relationship. In the past, you might have, I don't know, withdrawn completely, not given any more advice or rest, solitude, blankets, food. You wouldn't have offered anything, where the next job is. But for some odd reason, here and now, it's not a care or consideration. It's a freedom, so to say. It's not a captivity. It's not a one hand above the other, but it's a one hand washes the other. This is a camaraderie. And whereas both of your threes are in the reverse, sort of denoting an inability to work with them, the way that they're coming out in the subconscious is, if you are not capable of working with me or our energies no longer fit, then I'm going to go about my way and not hold it against you. I'm going to look for other friends and support, moral support, emotional support. I'm going to look other places, as you are or as you should. Bottom of the deck, it's the King of Pentacles. This is in the upright. This is a stability, a strength, a foundation, and the Fool in reverse. It also speaks to me of an irresponsibility or something somewhere in the past. We're looking towards the past to see if there's anything else that we need to come to terms with. And there doesn't seem to be anything left to clear up, to clean up in our own backyard, to set right so we can move without the karmatic repercussions of it. We are free to move about the cabin. This is what this spread seems to speak to me. So seeing it as it is, with your overall energies here, your King of Swords and your Strength in the reverse. Before, you might have been able to see that there was nothing left there, or there was no forward movement or connection. But there was always something that kind of fear-based, kind of kept you coming back to it. Not this time. This time you're able to see things clearly for what they are and not see it as a fracture in character. Seven of Swords in the upright. For some odd reason, the person that you're dealing with seems to have this kind of deceptive, self-serving, not deceptive necessarily, but a very self-serving kind of feel or vibration about them. Got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. But you don't really identify with that. You identify with the opposite of that, don't you? Your actions may be saying something different, but what you're feeling is time to take off, not for my own agenda, but for others and for the sake of others, whereas this person is not. See the Queen of Pentacles, that stability in maybe the comprehension, the stability in understanding that sometimes 6 is also 9, depending on how you're looking at it. Which perception, which perspective you're looking at it from. I feel a much more forgiving and flexible kind of feel about you these days, Capricorn. But it is also very strong, balanced, moving forward, committed. Yes. So the advice is to alienate yourself. And it's not necessarily in wrongdoing or in anger or aggression, but more or less exactly how it's supposed to be. That if the shoe does not fit, do not put that sucker on. It's easy. It's simple. It's if it is for us, it will be for us. If it's not for us, then we let it go to be what it's supposed to be for. Live and let live. Bottom of the deck, it's the Four of Wands. This is a card of that homecoming, that speaking to the senses, that all of your actions have compiled to this level of celebration and ease. Welcome home, Capricorn. It's good to have you. Now let's look into the person that you could be dealing with. I want to find this backbone. We're going to look for their backbone, their core elements or belief. What drives them? What propels them forward? Their conscious and how they're showing up, or how they believe that they're showing up. And then what face they're showing to you. So it's a nice little pyramid, so to say, of actions. I have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So at their base, they don't seem to be communicating. It's not a need-to-know basis for you. The Foolish Man. This is in reverse. So this is an inability to actually step into with confidence and strength. Faith. This could also be that there's some loose ends to be tied up for them. Six of Pentacles. This is finding balance, finding their own footing. You can't tell them how to do that. They can't even read a book on how to do it. They just have to feel it out. So what if they're on their head just a little bit right now? So what if they're not explaining themselves? They are to find their own balance. What feels good. Right now, they might be a little overcorrecting in that sense, but for the most part, they'll get it. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They seem to be pulling up things. They are absolutely acting differently, and they know they are. They know that there's a lot of things that they'd been doing in the past that just did not serve them, or they didn't even want to be a part of anymore. And they're eradicating that. The Nine of Pentacles. But they're not truly in their own power yet. They're not truly in their sense of self, what they earned. They're still kind of exploring, figuring it out. But hey, at least they're finally checking the map, right, Cappy? That could be where you're finding, I see the Wheel of Fortune. So as it is, how they're showing faces, absolutely the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in their favor, and they really are. So whatever has come out, that wrench in the sprockets, that has finally like relieved itself and allowed their wheels to start turning, allowing things to start happening in their life. And it may look like a bit of a mess, and they might not really know where they're going as of yet. But you got to start somewhere, and at least they're starting. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. They are relinquishing. You might, from the bottom, from the depths, bit of releasing or losing grip, losing power, losing ground, losing funds, wasting, or being wasteful. But whatever it is, like I said, you've got to kind of get in there and start working it out for yourself before you find your balance, before you find your footing, before you figure out exactly where you're going. And I really feel like that is where this person is coming from. That's why they're coming across as not deceptive, but just unsure. They are very confidently explaining things or expressing things, not to you, through their actions, through how they're coming across. But it's coming to you as wish-wash or wishy-washy or flippy-floppy. Deceptive, but it's not. It's just them trying to figure it out. Is it blue or is it black? Is it up or is it down? Well, today we'll try up and then tomorrow we'll try down. We'll figure out which one it is. Let them play with their Rubik's Cube. And like I said, if it doesn't serve you, walk away. Move on. You're not really losing anything. These cups are still standing, baby. You're walking away. And when you walk back, they might be 10 cups. Who knows? Let's see where the road goes. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards for a summary. I'm trying to figure out exactly how close I am to telling this story as the universe would like me to. So, for the most part, 3 cards in summary. Please pull out the key points to this reading. Please help me pull out 3 key points to this reading. Intention. Set. There's that Page of Cups. So a Page of Cups pointed in the direction that it's pointed. You do have empathy for this person. You were once this person. I feel some sort of pride. As in a child, I am proud of you. You have come a long way. I feel like you never expected them to. That's what I feel. I feel like here's what I promised you if you could do this, and you did this. I feel like you never really expected them to amount to anything. Like here, you know what this person has to teach you. This Page of Cups, what you empathize or sympathize or compare yourself to, was them before they were making action. It was them being unsure of their actions, right? Not being able to find that stability or that stability point or that confidence in themselves to provide. I see that King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles is coming up again. This is a confidence. It's a provider. It's an ability. I see the Five of Cups in the wake of upheaval, in the wake of loss or disaster, that they're still able to find that confidence and that surety within themselves to be able to succeed and make it. Bottom of the deck, it's the Page of Swords in reverse. This is digging, so to say. This whole reading kind of reminds me of you having planted a seed and then going back and uncovering it a little bit to see if it was actually starting to bust through the hull or the shell. And you going, yes, it's starting roots. Yay. Of course it's starting roots, Capricorn. You did a good job. So, until next time, I hope this reading gave you what you needed. or the confidence or the idea if you're on the right track or kind of off this week. Next week, we're going to be going into a relationship read where I pull 4 cards for the person that you're dealing with or the person that you're in a relationship with. 4 cards for you and how y'all are meeting in the middle. And I hope to see you there. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be informed. And if you'd like a more personal read, hop down to dreadjivetarot.com where I'm at all the time. Until next time, Capricorn, thanks for stopping by at Dread Jive.